Alright, hey, what's up, guys? Sorry if I'm not like all centered in my camera there. I'm actually trying to have it so I don't have to hold it, um, so you guys can hear me better and all that kind of stuff. So, oh, it's hot out, man. It's like feels like it's at least 72, but sun's coming down on you, and it's feeling a lot warmer than that. There is a little breeze, which makes it nice, but yeah, so I got out of my training. Basically, it's a 8 to noon training. Uh, a new different guy is training me, and so nice guy, straight shooter. Kind of says he's pretty blunt and tells you the truth, and you know that's and he's also got a sense of humor, so I definitely like him. Sucks that I'm kind of not sort of not working with him, but we don't work the same times. He works the morning, and I work the kind of the afternoon to the evening, basically. Um, yeah, sorry, I had my window open. Yeah, so if you hear a whole bunch of background outside noise. Um, yeah, so it's hot, so I I grabbed a couple vitamin waters. Just kind of cool myself off, and I kind of forgot that they're the I didn't grab I that's the problem, is that they have the refrigerated cooled ones that are not the zero calorie ones. But I mean, still it's fine. So just got one of those. But yeah, the training. Yeah, I just kind of talk more about the training. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was looking at my camera there. Looks like I only have 31 minutes left on the kind of memory of filming stuff. So I'll have to delete a couple videos, I guess I've made that I need to get, do whatever. Let me. Hopefully that doesn't. Okay, good. Turn my car off so it's not wasting battery. Um, yeah. So training went well. You just kind of I basically kind of know what I'm doing. There's a few things um, I kind of dreaded having to do. Um, sorry, just uh, birds or animals over there distracting me. Just hearing noises on the side of my face or whatever. Um, but yeah, I kind of was dreading the having to do the yogurt because at least the Hagen's that I work at, um, the yogurt section is, oh god, it's like 6 shelves. So there's 6 shelves, and it's probably like 20 to 25 feet long. So I mean, there's like just tons of yogurt, and that's just so annoying. Because the guy who's training me said that he worked at another grocery store or whatever, and usually it's their yogurt section is probably half that, if that, half of it, for Hagen's. Cut that in half. That's usually normal stores. Uh, Sorry, I don't know why, but like my nose kind of runny, or just like all of a sudden I'm just sounding different. I guess to me for some reason, like my voice seems deeper, or I don't know, more gradually, more I don't know why. um, it's because of being in a freezer. I don't know if that does something to your. Well, not a freezer, sorry. It's a big refrigerator. But, I mean, in the wintertime, it basically is a freezer because it's probably like 10 degrees cooler in there. So, but since it's summer, it's definitely nice to be in a refrigerator that's like at probably 30 something, 40 something degrees. Man, I'm just totally, totally loving it. So, um, nothing else I want to say about the training. yeah, the guy was nice, and um, there's just a kind of few things he was telling me about that I didn't really know about. You know, because he's the guy that was training me. He does the dairy. That's like his main focus, and he orders stuff. He does the ordering of all the dairy products and all. And the thing is that the dairy, it's kind of a misnomer of just what people think of dairy section, but actually, thing is that the refrigerator also we also have obviously we have all the normal dairy stuff, so cottage cheese, cream cheese, sour cream, uh, milk, eggs, butter, um, all those. But then we also have U-boats, U-Haul things, U-boat basic little crate cart things. Um, that has like all the other yogurts, I guess, or yogurt that hold yogurt, and also hold drinks, so juices, you know, orange juice, lemon juice, mango, pineapple. There's a whole bunch of juices, obviously, and even other drinks. Like there's tons of drinks. And then there's also There's two sections for the drinks. You know, there's a drink section where that's by the dairy, kind of aisle, and that's a lot of. That one is like orange juice, apple juice, kind of normal drinks that you'd think of. A couple Hagen orange juices, and then there's like the Donald Duck orange juice, and then there's like Simply Made, and there's a whole bunch of other kind of those type of drinks. And then in the front, that's kind of where the pop and if it's refrigerated, it's the pop and sports drinks and vitamin waters are in the front there. But then there's like tons of other drinks too. So it's a lot to do. That's the thing with my shift. It's only 4 hours, and so it's a lot to do. Like, what do you do first? So you gotta really plan out your day, even though before you even like get there, like it's like if you really need to do eggs, and the milk is okay and the yogurt's okay, you do the eggs first, and then you just basically have to figure out what you need to do first. So but my main three or four things I have to basically work on is the milk, the eggs, the yogurt. Sorry, somebody talking over there. Milk, eggs, yogurt, and then facing everything. Excuse me, sorry. And facing is basically you take stuff and move it forward, but you take two things and then move it forward. Take two things and move it forward, or this way, or whichever way you take something and then move it forward, and then take something from the back and then move it forward again. Um, so that's basically what facing, and then blocking is basically the same thing as where you go from, because there's certain sections. So you have like the milk kind of block, then you have the yogurt block, then you have the egg block, and then you have the meat and cheese block, and then you have the juice block. So there's all different blocks, which basically means sections. So you know, block the milk. So you just face everything, face all the milk, face all the whipping cream, all the dairy products. You just move forward, and that's usually at the end of your shift. Like at the beginning of your shift, you do the facing, so you push everything forward, and you just kind of look, and you go around each department or each block, and you look. So look at the eggs. How are the eggs doing? How is the juice doing? How's the butter doing? All those places. And then basically you go into the big refrigerator and just start start stocking. Just start stocking everything. And one of the tips, I guess you could say, or training thing that the guy who was training me, I usually don't want to use names just because, um, is that he said to work on one block at a time. So technically, what it is that you have these sliding doors. So you slide one door open and you have a section there that's open, and you look at what is missing or what needs to be filled. Fill all the, uh, what are those called? Fill all the rows, basically, of what needs to be done. Close that up, move on to the next one, open that door, see what's missing, do that. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so there's 6 of them, sliding doors that you can do. So you just, basically, that's what you kind of training me how to do, is just not to look at there's a whole bunch of things missing, so I got to go from this one, and then go over this one, and then go over this one, that one. It just takes it's too much time. You're not, you need to focus on one thing first, get all that section done, and then move on to the next thing. It's fine if there's a few gaps missing, but obviously, usually you want stuff to be facing forward, and there are no gaps, so people, it's more appealing, obviously. Obviously, there are times when things are missing, you can't do anything because you don't have anything to stock it with. You can't, so there are, like today, we ran out of gallon chocolate milks. So there's just a huge hole. It's a huge section where people could kind of look in the back and see me, and it's funny. the guy training me. There was a guy asking about, do you guys? He kind of talking to me. I didn't realize he was talking to me, but he's looking right at me. He's like, "Do you guys have any of the chocolate milks?" And I said, "Oh, sorry, we're out." But there are carton chocolate milks. I pointed to him just to kind of look to the side, look over to you. And he kind of like looked at me. I was like, "Oh, okay." And he's kind of looking at it. He's like, "Man, yeah." I don't know if he got it or not, but I was like, "Okay." And then I was being nice to the guy. Obviously, you want to be able to have good customer service and be able to speak friendly to people. Obviously, you want to be friendly. But then the guy training me was like, sometimes I just want to like tell people. He was kind of getting like, just kind of being funny, sarcastic, but also kind of being serious. That's the kind of way he is. Just to like tell the people to go away, and then just say that and then pretend you're gonna put stuff there or something. It was just funny that he was like, he kind of gets mad at certain things. But the thing is that I do understand that he is the guy that orders everything for the refrigerator, the dairy section, and he has it set up a certain way back in the refrigerator, so that because he's the guy that does it in the morning, and then I'm the guy that does it in the late afternoon, and then I think there's obviously somebody that does it overnight. I'm not positive. I know there probably is, obviously, but it's just it's just funny. But yeah, sorry, I don't just keep this to like 15 minutes. Didn't want to take too much time, but tell you stuff about my training, first day of training. Sunday kind of sucked because I was expecting, like, Saturday was technically my my last day of working, and then I'd have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off, and then the main manager of the store came up to me. I don't want to use names. Came up to me and said, you gotta do some, you're scheduled for some training Sunday, Monday, Tuesday at 8 a.m. to 12 noon. I was like, oh, Okay, I was kind of shocked. Like I was kind of thrown back by it because I was like, oh, I didn't know I had to do. Obviously I figured somebody was actually gonna really train me. Because the guy that kind of was showing me stuff about it, he's actually not the guy that does the dairy stuff. The guy that sort of trained me, he is a PIC, so person in charge. So he kind of he basically is there to kind of help any department. You know, he'll help stock any department. He'll help do cleaning. He'll help, basically do anything. Um, and so, he kind of knew a few things to teach me that helped. Um, but he didn't. He the dairy section is not his main focus, so I didn't get quite the right training. Um, he was kind of more on like kind of training me about doing eggs and stuff. And I know, yeah, eggs are very important. You want to do that, but he kind of didn't. He kind of said a few things, training me, saying a few things that weren't really right with facing eggs and stuff like that. When pushing the eggs, or when pulling the eggs, whichever way you want to put it, forward so the customer can see it. Um, to make it look like there's more eggs there, but then when you get down to it and there's only like 2 rows in the back, and you're like, oh well, there's, that needs 2 more rows there. It's 4 high, and so there's not, you need to stock those, but so yeah. Anyways, I just don't want to make this too much longer. Um, but yeah. So uh, it's like 12:30, so I'm just gonna kind of go home and have the rest of the day off, which is nice, definitely nice. But I kind of have the day to do whatever. Um, well, I didn't know I was going to be doing my training Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and I thought about Monday doing a stream, playing some game. I don't know, Minecraft, Sims, any of my Steam games. I'm definitely going to buy when I get some money. I'm gonna get paid Friday. Uh, I'll have to order some work shoes and uh, pay a phone bill and 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 that's it. And then basically put the rest in my bank. But thinking about buying, I'm thinking about saving up enough money. Hopefully, in a few. It's only going to take a few paychecks, but buy a PS4 and you know get like MLB and try to stream that because I've always wanted to play that and stream it, or make YouTube videos or whatever. I have my Elgato capture card. That's basically, I bought it for my Xbox 360, but it's Xbox 360 is so old, and I don't play my Xbox anymore. So um, I'd rather have a PS4 because I like the MLB games, but you know Xbox doesn't make any good MLB games. So, anyways, I'll let you guys go. Sorry, talking so long, explaining everything to you guys, but just wanted to say that. So, anyways, I will see you guys later.